Ciao Juventini. Ciao to all. We lost 2-0 versus Monza with I don't know. I don't even know if it's the worst performance or the worst first 45 minutes of Juventus this season. I don't know because unfortunately, I while saying it's the worst 45 minutes, unfortunately, I remember a lot of other 45 minutes. I remember a lot of other 1990 awful minutes of Juventus. I am absolutely angry. I am not happy of what we saw. We saw a Juventus that I was maybe expecting versus Atalanta, because I was asking myself, how will Juventus react towards the minus 15? How will Juventus react after the 5-1 of Napoli? And I saw a Juventus that was fighting. They didn't win. They did 3-3 versus Atalanta. But I was not expecting this now. I was not expecting this now. I was expecting a Juventus that said, you know what? We were able versus Atalanta to play with our heart for our shirt. We made the Juventini, even if we didn't win, we made the Juventini proud. And I was expecting a Juventus that would do the same. Maybe conceding some goals because we were thinking offensively. But I was not expecting a Juventus that for 45 minutes was giving that ball to Monza, was letting them do their game. And we know them, it's already the third time that you play versus Monza. If the first game versus Monza you can be surprised because they just changed the coach, you have a red card in the first half with Di Maria. We were in a difficult moment where we were not able to win versus Maccabi Haifa, versus Benfica, versus whatever team. You can not understand it, but you're playing in their home, whatever. You can be surprised. With 10 men, you can do a disaster game. If you are playing the third time, you can't be surprised anymore. Unfortunately, it's already weeks that I'm saying that Monza is a solid team that is playing well. It doesn't mean that they have to be stronger than Juventus. They are not stronger than Juventus in terms of potential, in terms of qualities on the field, in terms of the men at disposal. If we can say that we have a problem on the right side of our field because Quadrado is still not back, because we never went for a player there on the right side of the field in the Mercato in the summer, now it's even more difficult. We were obliged to play with a player that we didn't see since really long. It was De Sciglio. So we will say it immediately. Yes, Allegri made a mistake, because I understand that you have nobody else than De Sciglio to play there, because McKennie goes to Leeds, because Soulé is not a fifth man in that 3-5-2, because you have nobody else. I can potentially even understand it, but then you don't play a 3-5-2. Then you don't play a 3-5-2, because that 3-5-2 is not a 3-5-2. The big mistake of the first 45 minutes, and then we made also in the second half a lot of mistakes, but the first big mistake that we are doing is that we are not playing a 3-5-2, we are playing a five-man defense from the 5th minute on, because Juventus was good 5 minutes. They disappear. And for a lot of time in our home versus a Monza that can't be called a surprise anymore, after knowing that Milan lost 5-2, because every game is another game, you can lose every single game, you go with a 5-man defense. You can go in part of the game, in a counter-attack, in whatever, you can go with a 5-man defense with the wingers coming to support. I don't understand why Ealing Jr. is not starting the game. For a Kostic that it's already since 2023 that is tired. I'm not putting the qualities of Kostic into doubt, but I don't understand it. So yes, Allegri is doing a really bad first decisions there. For 45 minutes long, World Cup final, Didier Deschamps is changing after 30 minutes. Giroud and I don't remember who. Because we saw that it was not working. He's changing 3 men in the second half, which is the right decision. We play finally with 4 men in defense because 3-5-2 without right wing back. It's not possible in football. Without the mentality to go up, it's not possible. You play with 4 men defense. We play a bit better, but not enough. Because if you need 20 shots, 22 shots, and you are able to do 8 on target with a fantastic Di Gregorio that is doing his job, guys. He's doing his job. Szczesny, I don't know how he came back from that World Cup, where he was massive, where he was fantastic. I don't know how he's coming back. Di Gregorio is doing his job. Prime Buffon, yes, we have to be more precise. If Bremer is cancelling the only goal that we score, he's cancelling it. Disaster. Thank you to Chris Perrotta. He's saying we are uninterested, lazy, slow. Hate it, but Allegri out is the message from Chris. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the donation, Mohamed Youssef. I hate it when Allegri is doing some experiments. It's like a reset. We underestimated Monza. He won't start this lineup versus Milan. Thank you for the donation, guys. You know what happened today? I tell you the truth. What I believe, What I believe is that we tried during the week, we tried different formations. We tried a 4-3-3. We tried a 3-4-2-1. And yesterday, in the last training session before playing today, he got scared and he wanted to give stability to the team with continuing that 3-5-2. But unfortunately, the stability was already gone versus Napoli, versus Atalanta. If you concede 8 goals versus these two teams in 2 games, the solidity of defense in 3 men is gone. You want to play with if you play 3-5-2, you are obliged to play with a 5th man there. De Sciglio, that none of us understand why he's playing. If you play 3-5-2, you want to give continuity, and you play a De Sciglio that is back since 3 weeks, and you play him. He showed already that he's back. Okay, I can understand it. But he's just coming back from injury. And he's not a phenomenon. So you play with a 3-5-2. We changed towards a 4-2-3-1. That was the only thing that was working. Ciao, Cecilia. Ciao to Shatterstar, to Joey. Ciao to all the people in the chat. I didn't say hello. No, today really, really bad. But really, really bad. Formation-wise, is on Allegri. Mentality-wise, is on Allegri, because you give a message if you are allowing your team to play and to go back. It's on Allegri, but also on the team today. In the first half, the only one that I appreciated was Fagioli. Then I understand why he's changing Fagioli, because you are playing in a total different way in that 4-2-3-1 with Locatelli that is entering really well, with a Soulé entering fantastically well, a bit less Ealing, some flashes from Ealing, but much better than Kostic, but not enough. But Di Maria, it's not the game that I was. He was in difficulty as well in the first half, because of the fact that we played with 5 men in the back. Di Maria is going to find his position on the right side of the field. Too wide. Ciao, Softic that is really angry today, using sarcasm. Joe is embarrassed today. I am as well. I am really angry today. T-Bone, we have been rebuilding for 3 years and have made no progress. We have actually gone backwards. How much longer is the rebuild gonna take? We are a mess. We were really bad today. Not only today, because then people are paying attention to every single word. Not only today. I agree with Colo99 when he's saying that Rovella was the best Juve player today. I agree. If I'm looking at the lineups, Paredes, again, a player that is coming in, and you don't know which one you will have. It's a disaster. 12 corner kicks. I agree with PT. 12 corner kicks, 11 or 12. Today I'm angry. But you know why I'm most angry? I'm the most angry because of the reaction of the players. I understand, I understand, guys. You see that they are taking away 15 points from you. Mentally, it's hard. But you are playing at home. You are playing at home. You are playing at home. Today had to be the comeback of Pogba. Today had to be the comeback of Vlahovic. They are not 100% in form. We know it. Daniel, as a football fan, I don't want to see teams like this, Juventus, in Champions League with the players and the coach. We will rightfully be relegated ourselves to Serie B. This is a disgrace. But if you are considering the points that we made on the field, we are not a relegation team. If you are considering Juventus now with minus 15 points, not able in the last 3 games in Serie A to win, I'm really angry today. I'm embarrassed. I'm angry. I will try to think about today, but I didn't see the team playing. I didn't see the team. Evra was asking it. Evra was asking it as easy as that. Everyone was asking it. What's happening in your mind? What's happening in your mind to just disappear? Disappear. Poop. You had the stadium that was singing for you. You have the sun. It's not even raining. You have the people that are asking for autograph because whatever happens, they love you. You have a people from Juventus that are trying to be united. There are people that are even canceling subscription because they want to protect Juventus. A lot of messages from the GOFC. You enter like that. 5 minutes and you disappear. 5 minutes and you disappear. You totally disappear. You're scared. You go back with De Sciglio, with who's there on the left side, with Kostic. Kostic, we knew that he was not in form. Allegri clueless, passive Bremer. Why the 5-4-1? Well, Bremer since 2023 disaster. Not only because he's canceling that goal that we scored, but Bremer really bad versus Napoli, really bad. A bit better when he played versus, what team was it? I don't remember. Atalanta, a bit better, but we are still conceding 3 goals. So can we say that our center defender was really great if we concede 3 goals? I don't know. And today he was also bad defensively, not secure. In a 4-man, you see that he's really shaking. This is a real problem, guys. This is why I told you, and maybe also why Allegri is scared to go for a 4-man defense, because seriously, guys, Bremer is shaking in a 4-man defense. He also shaked with a 3-man defense. You know what really strange is that I was speaking about it in a few videos. A lot of people want 4-man defense. Okay, 4-man defense. But we have nobody to play 4-man defense. We have nobody to play 4-man defense. We have nobody. Then you see him shaking. We play with a 3-man. Okay, let's play with a 3-man. The team is going back. And the coach totally missed it today. It's not the first time. Versus Napoli, he's missing it as well. Katana. 3-5-2 was a result of Max Allegri already being scared. He's a scared coach. He has been from day one, from his return. Max 8, the soul of my Juve. And to me, that's something that we can't forgive. You can continue with your messages, with whatever you want to, guys. Today it's on Allegri. But it's also on the players. You just can't enter like that. A Paredes, sorry guys, what is Paredes doing? What is Paredes doing there in the middle of the field? Kostic is tired. Why is Allegri playing Kostic? Why is Allegri playing De Sciglio? I give myself an answer, but it's not the good answer. That's the problem. That is the problem. This is the problem. You play with De Sciglio to keep that 3-5-2 that was not working. So you play him in a 4-man defense. In a 4-man defense, then you have a shaky Bremer. You have a Gatti that is not, at the moment, ready for a Serie A. You have Danilo that is really bad ultimately. Really bad, Danilo. At the moment, is really bad. But seriously bad, huh? I'm scared. I'm really scared. No, he can't. We saw it in the beginning of the season, how much he was in difficulty. We could be relegated even without another deduction. Chiesa injured, yes. But it's a slight muscle fatigue, like Suarez is saying. Let me check your messages, Mario. This was Mirage. We went from 8 wins clean sheet to no win and 10 goals. As good we were doing in the wins, as bad we are doing now. But it's a real disaster. It's a shame. Bremer last few games are puzzling. De Ligt is playing volleyball. Milik aside, our Mercato turned out to be a failure. We need Udojem. Yeah, we need to buy them. In which Serie A did they go? These guys. In which Serie A team did they go? Mohamed Youssef, thank you for the donation. Another mid-table team beats Monza, but not us. Well, today Milan lose versus Sassuolo. Guys, there is no secret. Huh? There is no secret in football. If you are not playing with intensity, if you are not playing with ideas, if you are not playing with building the game, and I'm not asking for tiki-taka. I don't like tiki-taka. Look at Monza, between the lines, being able to find the Rovella easily, bim, triangles. Juventus recuperated the balls and they try to go up. Okay, a counter-attack. Can happen that you are playing vertical really fast, but not like today. Every ball that we were recuperating, we were trying immediately to give it. We were going over the midfield. This is a problem. That you have no idea how to build up. Better in the second half, but even in your best moment of Juventus, you are confused. You are not giving and sending and sharing trust with the people that are watching you. We are not secure. We don't see a Juventus that we can say, okay, we will go and maybe we would have scored 1 goal because of course we went 22 times with attempts, 8 times on target. You have a fantastic Di Gregorio today, but he's doing his job again. You have a goalkeeper for saving. But never in the game today, even in our best moment, I was saying, okay, Juventus, they control the situation. This is the word I was looking for. Controlling the situation. We were absolutely never controlling the situation. We went at a certain moment with, we want to because we can't lose 2-0, but I'm sorry, we don't know how. We will try. And this is really painful. Then, of course, mid-table teams, they can beat Monza. We are also mid-table team. We can't beat Monza. Why can't we? Because, of course, all these teams, they are getting a bit better. But Monza is doing really well. since a long time. Tariq, August 29, 2021. This is not a team. Well, this is also why I was also partially defending the work that has been done last year, because we were not a team and we didn't do any mercato. This year you can't go with that correct sentence from Chiellini in the Empoli game. You can't go with it because this year we did mercato. Of course, you are not able to go for Cucurella, for Mudryk, for Joao Felix, and you can't go for that because you are not Premier League, so forget about it. You can't go and compete versus Chelsea Mercato, Arsenal Mercato, Manchester City, whatever. You can't because we are not there and we will never reach it anymore. It's over. Forget about it. If there is no drastic change in the football world, it's over. But we did Mercato. We did with Kostic, with some injuries, we know it, but we had the opportunity to do. We stopped with some players. So, no, I don't want to take it for me as an excuse, even if we are not a good team. I said it, and I will repeat it until I die. This team has not been built correctly. If you want to play with a four-man defense, you have problems with Bremer, you have problems with Alexandro, you have problems on the right side. You have nobody to play in a four-man. Even Bonucci is a three-man defense player. So you have nobody to play a four-man defense. You have nobody to play a four-man defense. Nobody. If you play a three-man defense, okay, why not? It's a bit better. But you have nobody on the wings. You have nobody on the wings. So you have a lot of problems. You have a lot of problems in that team. While also on the player, Max is the leader. Yeah, but I agree, Katana. I agree. Since that I believe the first one I blame today is Allegri. So I totally agree. You're a manager. At a certain moment, you say, we concede 10 goals. We concede 10 goals. I'm sorry. We are how much? 13th, 14th, 15th. They took away from us 15 points. We have nothing to lose. Play. You had 1 week to prepare the game. And I understand that last minute we decide to stop with McKennie. But guys, even if I was the only one that defended him there on the right side of the field, I was defending. I was not loving him. I was defending him because he did some tactical adjustment there on the right side. We will not cry because of McKennie now. If you know that you have nobody to play 3-5-2 on the right side, you have to take another formation. This is why I'm angry with Max today. You know that De Sciglio will not have the power in his leg to go up. So what is the problem? If you know already that De Sciglio is coming back from injury, you play with a 3-5-2 that he has no power to go up and down. By consequence, with a team like Monza that has ball possession, by consequence, De Sciglio will drop down. If you know that Kostic is out, he's really, really tired, Kostic. He has not the energy to go up. And by consequence, you are doing the mistake to play with a 5-man defense. This is what happened. This is what I'm saying since a few days. Play Ealing. Then you can, if he's also coming back from injury, maybe he has no the 90 minutes. You play him. You play him like you played him in Coppa Italia. And we won in Coppa Italia, not only because of Ealing, but you won. Ninip is giving me the words, and I need to read a few messages at first. Wait, because now I'm a bit late. Franco-chan with a message. Thank you, my friend. What is happening? Where is the Fino alla fine? He was there versus Atalanta. Today he was not there. Today the players, they were, we can't defend. Nobody. You can, eventually you could say, yeah, but they tried in second half with 22 attempts, 8 on target. So they tried. Yeah, but it was confusion. It was really confusion. Thank you to Sam Al-Hajari that became a member of the channel. Thank you, Sam. Really appreciate it, my friend. Let me say hello to Nick. This is why Allegri is a problem, Beppe. You can't blame the players when everyone plays bad. But no, guys, you know, because then, you know what's the problem? You want to hear me say that it's the fault of one person. And in football, in collective sport, it's not the fault of one person. When you will put that in your mind, maybe it will be more objective to judge. Okay? It's the fault of everyone. When you lose, it's thanks to everyone when you win. Okay? What is bad? The Mercato was bad because you don't give fullbacks to the team that you were all crying for to play a 4-3-3. If you buy Bremer and you sell De Ligt, that means that you are going towards the direction of playing 3-man defense. So, bad Mercato, that's one. 2, bad from the finance people there, because they didn't allow Juventus to have the money to buy, okay? And that's another one. Mistake from Allegri, because, again, today he is the coach and he's not able to give me the idea that we are able to play in triangles, that we are being able to build, because today, and it's not the first time this season, he goes in with a team that is not able to think offensively, but dropping down, and also doing these mistakes that we are just speaking about. He's trying with good changes in second half, but too late. Especially versus a team that you played 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago you played versus them. It's also the fault of the players. And I don't understand why we are not able to say everyone is at fault. When you lose 2-0 versus Monza, everyone is at fault. Some a bit more, some a bit less, but everyone is at fault. Look, Locatelli today was the best one that entered. Sule, at a certain moment, you see that he has the brilliance to do. He is informed today. He has something to do. Why, at a certain moment, in the middle of that second half, we are not looking for him anymore? Why are we only playing on the left side from that moment on? Why? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Long passes for who? Long passes, a lot of long passes without any sense. Because Shatterstar is saying, Beppe, 11 months on the channel, crap on and off the field. When can we feel joy again? It's a good question. I can't answer you. I really can't. I don't know. I don't know when. I don't know. We are in a bad moment off the field. And we are in a bad moment on the field. We go with 8 wins in a row. Boom. Don't forget how much I praised last weekend the guys, because I said not a lot of men would have been able to answer back to Atalanta. Goal after goal after goal after goal after goal. After the loss versus Napoli, after the minus 15, I told you, you don't even know if it makes sense to play football again. I didn't watch any single game of Serie A anymore because I don't care. I don't want to know. I didn't open the ranking. I don't want to know. I don't care. I'm pissed off. They disgusted me of football. And I'm sure we are nearly 500 people on the chat today. I'm sure a lot of you are disgusted about football, okay? I'm not saying who is responsible. Maybe it's Juventus, maybe it's Serie A, maybe it's whoever. We don't care. The situation that happened with the minus 15, knowing that there are still other lawsuits, after losing 5-1 versus Napoli, after the performances that we offered in the beginning of the season until really late, after ex-President Agnelli saying the truth, We are ashamed. It is a shame. Well, they took away my soul, my interest for the game. And it's hard to go with conviction, with passion, with intensity, speaking on the channel, but also doing a watch along, a pre-game. And I try to find it, and sometimes you find the energy, sometimes you don't have it. Today, the guys, they totally disappeared. So, as a human person, I can even understand it, but it's not acceptable. It is absolutely not acceptable. Absolutely not acceptable to start like that. And then you can't do mistakes in your formation. Andrew, beautiful new haircut, Andrew. It doesn't matter how good the next Mercato will be, but will we have a Mercato, guys? Will we have a Mercato? How good the Mercato? Which Mercato are we speaking about? Max Allegri he arrived really late. He stayed really long into the locker room. Bad Mercato, Paredes, Kostic, who is making this Mercato. No, on that one, Kostic, I don't agree, because it's a cheap solution that played really well, and he's totally destroyed and tired. He played a really long season with Frankfurt last season, had a difficult start of the year because he didn't know where he would go in the team. He came in for Juventus, and he did his job. Fantastic, the best one? No, but he did a lot what he could do. He's in a really difficult phase. I said I would absolutely not start. Mohammed, thank you, Beppe. The current situation should be analyzed with less passion and more calma. It's more global than the 90 minutes on the pitch. Yeah, of course. I'm angry and disappointed. There are so many problems at Juventus outside the pitch and on the pitch. Yeah, but today we are touching Beppe, why would we have signed Bremer knowing he can't play with a four-man defense when we did a Mercato with intention of 4-2-3? Good question. Good question. Maybe because we believed. Maybe because he was the best defender of Serie A. But shows again that the Mercato was done more by opportunities than really ideas. Guys, who was the first player? Tell me in the chat. Who was the first player that we were speaking about? Who was the man that Juventus was looking for in defense? Not knowing if De Ligt would leave or not. Who was that player? Give me the name. You know it. Who was the name? Tell me. Was it Bremer in the first position? No, not Pogba. Koulibaly, George. Koulibaly. Look at Koulibaly. Koulibaly is a three-man defender. Or is he a four-man defender? What is the preferred foot of Koulibaly? Is a left foot. Then he's flopping at Chelsea. Yes. But that was the man that we were looking for. You can play, even if De Ligt leaves, you play with Bonucci, Koulibaly. You go with a four-man defender. Then you take Bremer, that I like. Hey, I'm not here to say that he's a bad player. Bremer is not a bad player. He's a great player. He's a fantastic player. But he can't play with a four-man defense. I need to be a bit faster. I'm really sorry, guys. The team did not change. Thank you, Victor. The team did not change. We played bad before. We got lucky with individual skill. Allegri choices and insistence on conserving energy do not help. I don't agree with Victor. We were not beautiful and fantastic when we were winning 8 in a row. Offensively, we won with individualities, and on that one I agree. But there was a structure. There was a structure, and there was a compact team that was playing as a block down and up, with individual brilliances that were saving the games with a free kick of Milik. But people, they tend to forget that it was not only Cremonese and Udinese. It was also the other game that we won, Inter, Udinese, Lazio. We won versus this team also. So there was an improvement. If you are not admitting that there is an improvement when you are winning 8 in a row without conceding a goal, you are from a bad faith. You are not really honest. Then if you tell me, Beppe, offensively, there was not a real football pattern, and I agree. And on that one, I agree with you. But you can't tell that there was absolutely no improvement, except that these fundamental ideas of going as a block and having some securities, they were totally smashed away from the Napoli game that destroyed us, that totally destroyed us. The confidence of a Bremer that was a beast, that I love, versus Napoli, where he was not in form, he really took a big slap on his face. Why am I saying a big slap on his face? Because it's the first season he's playing in a big team that is in a difficult situation. It's not Torino anymore. It is Juventus, where he knows that he totally F up that game. He totally slipped that game. He is responsible. Today it will not help, with the only goal that we are able to score that he's taking back. With again 2 goals conceded versus Monza. It will not help. But I agree with you that a lot of things were absolutely not okay. If you lose, guys, if you are not able to beat them, it's because you are not okay. Let me go to the next comments. Thank you, Victor. But fundamentally, you are agreeing, just that we have to analyze everything, not only one thing. Shatterstar, I said. Tariq, I said. Stavros, 12 months on the channel together with us. Stavros is telling Beppe, attenzione. Juve needs to wake up. This is unacceptable. Come on. I said it. Guys, then you tell me yes or no, it's true. For the people that work together with me on the live of Juve, it's the Juventus channel. I could say, yeah, but we will do better. No. The truth is that it was unacceptable. It was not okay. It was absolutely not okay. Abai, no, I didn't arrive at your message, Abai. So I will try to go now to the message of Abai. So I need to go faster. I'm really sorry, guys. Abai, the first message of Abai was, we had full week to prepare and we start with this 11. 4 or 5 games per season, Allegri creates pure confusion. Intensity is hard when you are confused. Look, thank you for 15 months, Abai, but I totally agree. I totally agree. We had a full week to prepare a game, and I said it earlier, versus a team that can't be called a surprise anymore, because it was not a surprise. It was not a surprise anymore. We knew how they play. We know that they have the possession. We have 1 week to prepare it. You train, and this is why I blame Allegri. Because you train with a 4-3-3. We spoke about it. You train with a 3-4-2-1. You remember when I told you that could potentially be one of the solutions? What do? We start with a 3-5-2. We prefer putting De Sciglio on the right side, knowing that he's not in form. We prefer to play in a 3-5-2 with the Kostic and De Sciglio than going offensively. Why is it? To protect the fact that we don't have 4 men. Play with Ealing Jr. as a 4-man here. Play with Danilo. Play with Rugani Gatti. I don't care. Monza, you play with that. I don't care. Today it's hard. Thank you, Steve. Today should have been the day of Pogba, Vlahovic coming back. Today should have been a small joy. Can we be happy? No, we can't. They took us away minus 15. We are uncertain about the future. We come from games where we're not able to win. Today should have been a small joy for Juventini. They took it away. Ma is asking, my bro, what is happening with your team, guys? For all the people that loves Premier League, for all the people that loves Chelsea, even if they are also in a difficult moment, follow Ma, M-A-H in the chat. Fantastic creator. When I need something from Chelsea, I go to his channel. Fantastic. But let me read the message of Steve. Grande Beppe, bad season. Unfortunately, it's not the first one. I miss waking up and loving to watch my team. Hope for real changes at the end of the year. Hard job you have, but you are doing great. Thank you, Steve. Really appreciate it. It's hard. I tell you the truth, sometimes I am depressed because, my role when I opened the channel was to create a channel where I could share my passion, my love of these colors, these shirts, these logo, the history. With Juventini that unfortunately were not living in Italy, didn't understand the language, and are not able to follow Juventus 24/7. They could read, but only read. I wanted to offer them the possibility to live Juventus pre-game, during the game, after the game, during the week, being informed. And I really wanted to give joy to Juventini, celebrating titles, explaining the motto fino alla fine. And we are in a moment of real big trouble and difficulty where it's hard to find a smile, where it's hard to find a way to explain to Juventini to keep faith and not going to with his channel of Chelsea, with Premier League. Keep staying with the Serie A. But it's hard because not only Juventus is a disaster on the field since years now, but on top of that, we have problems outside of the field. And Serie A is not helping. Thank you for a beautiful donation, Steve. Let me go fast with the messages. Ciao Colo, grandissimo Colo. Guys, yesterday I fell asleep with a Colo 99 video about Pogba. And I believe that because I fell asleep on the coach, I watched all the videos of Colo 99 that he made in the last 5 years. So, Colo, if you have a lot of views on your channel, new views on every video, it's because of me. Guys, go back to the beautiful videos of Colo 99 if you have the opportunity to do so. Who else? QPR, and thank you for waiting, guys, and thank you for a beautiful message. I'm thankful for all these trophies we won with Allegri era and all that, but if you want to improve, it won't be with this coach. Well, okay, it's the moment for me to tell you my opinion that I always said and I will continue to say, okay? Look, I have always told you, I know that people blah 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 blah. I have always told you Massimiliano Allegri is not my favorite coach, but I have immense respect for what he did for Juventus, and I have also a total understanding of 90% of the time why he's doing things. That doesn't mean that I always agree with him, but I understand it. Nobody here on the channel will let me say that Allegri is a bad coach. Nobody, because that's just not honest. That is just not correct, not honest, and that is being short-sighted. I always said in the beginning of this season that I believe that Allegri will leave Juventus next season, and I believe it's also the best thing to do. Okay? Or we win, which will not happen, but I didn't know. Or we win and Allegri will leave by himself, or we lose and he will be dismissed. This is always what I have thought. Okay? We tried with his comeback. I was not in favor of doing it, but from the moment that he was back, I supported him. I am not an Allegri out. I am not a Sarri out, a Pirlo out, a Conte out. I am not that. I said it multiple times. I will repeat it. In a difficult moment where we touched the bottom, he was able to give back some security, some confidence to Juventus to be actually the second in Serie A, behind a Napoli that is totally in another world and really doing well. But I respect Max Allegri for what he's trying to do with the team outside of the pitch. He's the only one that is staying and defending your team, my team, our team. Yes, today he is the first responsible for the loss of Juventus. Not the only one. The first one. He has the biggest share. But have a bit of shame when you are insulting people that are the only one that are defending your team in front of microphones. So for this, we have Allegri today until the end of the season. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. Except if together he speaks with the ownership and he says, it's over. It's over. And they take a decision, we change. Solutions. Tell me a coach that will come to Juventus, a new coach, that will come to Juventus without knowing where we will be next year. Best case scenario, we play European competition, Europa League next year. Best case scenario after the minus 15 that they gave us. Possible scenario, out of all European competition, missing players, big players that will leave. Worst case scenario, they even send us in second division. Tell me a coach that today will come. Tell me a coach that today will come back. I don't know. But I agree that it's hard. Ciao Rico, we are not playing to our strength, our thinnest area in center backs and wing back, and we are playing 3-5-2. I agree. Let me go faster because I receive a lot of messages and I really want to read all of them. I was thinking to do a 15 minutes video, but you are a lot to participate. Thank you to Steve that is going away. This is Ma, our buddy. Tariq, loan us some players. You got the spare. If only Ma could help us on that one. Thank you to Mohammad Youssef, that is with a beautiful donation. The team has lost motivation since day one. The players heard since the day that we heard the inside news. Everyone is thinking of his own career. Maybe they know things that we don't know yet. No, they don't know things that we don't know yet. That's something that I can guarantee you. We don't even know why we were punished, because tomorrow is the latest day they can officially give us why we were punished. We don't know why. It's really strange. It's really something unique, crazy. But one thing is sure, is that if it was only now, I can understand it. But how many times did we see these kind of really strange situations with Juventus going out of the game like this? Thank you for the donation, Mohammed, and thank you to Aussie fan that probably is really angry, and I understand it. Beppe, the system and style and direction was wrong, and that's on Max. That's what I said. But the players to me are not good enough in my opinion. That's also what I said. I would like Fratesi next season. I heard Lazio wants Luca Pellegrini. Look, Aussie, with all the respects, I just said it a bit earlier, after your message, of course. Thinking about Mercato today, it's pure craziness. When Max yesterday in press conference says, no, even if McKennie is leaving, nobody will join the team. It's easy to say we will buy this, we have to sign this. Let's think about next Mercato. We don't know. We don't know. We absolutely don't know. We don't know. They decided to punish us for something. Again, otherwise we will enter that topic, then they will make me even more angry. Today we don't know. It plays in the mind of everyone. Even our sporting director is not able to do sporting director. We have a new board of directors that is thinking to and trying to defend Juventus off the field with only Allegri. And you had in the beginning 3 men, Allegri, Cherubini, Storari, after Nedved went away and so on and so on. Only Allegri. You can't do Mercato, there is no certainty, so the players are really totally confused. They are confused, they don't know. They're thinking about their own career. Yeah, of course, makes totally sense. But I don't know. Ismael, and then we have Zaki Warfa. Ismael, first time with a donation. Thank you, really, really appreciate it. This is a new a new possibility on YouTube that we can see when it's the first time. So first time for Ismail. Thank you, Ismail. Bremer was a disaster. I agree. Kostic does not cut it. I agree. It's a player that is going out and he's totally out of form. Since this season is to forget, we just need to start young players. We need more grinta. We played with young players. We started with Fagioli that did, according to me, the first half he did good. And in the second half you play with Ealing Jr., with Sule. We play with young players. We rotate them. And probably there's the only one that are really going game in, game out, and they are doing mistakes. Huh? We know it. Miretti did a big mistake versus Atalanta last time, could have brought us to the 4-3. But they are giving that intensity. Then you see Sule that I love and that today was exceptional when he entered. The only one that really, at a certain moment, more than Di Maria, you say the danger can come from his foot. Today, at a certain moment, you see a contrast and he's falling on the ground. Physically, he's not there yet. We had other expectations today and they didn't come, then I agree. But is it to forget? You know, Ismail, the strange thing, the annoying thing is that, and it will not happen probably, if they give you again the 15 points, if they give you again these 15 points, if you give up, it's a pity, Look, the game of today, if they give you back this 15 points, it's a disaster. Because you are at the same points as Milan, you are under Inter now. Atalanta is coming back. Roma is coming back. Total disaster. And that's a pity. This also enters the mentality, the heads of the teams. Don't underestimate it. Zaki Warfa, buddy, thank you for your donation. Thank you, Ismail. I really appreciated your donation, your message. Thank you for your thoughts. I know you did highlight a lot of mistakes. How about Paredes instead of Loca? It's chalk and cheese. He hasn't got legs. If we want to try to press, disaster. Paredes, disaster. And you know what's really, really strange? That the Paredes, he enters the game, Atalanta, I don't remember when, and you say, okay, we praised him, we said, that's the Paredes that we want to see. Today is not there. So, on that one, I agree with you. If it's a player that you don't know if he's reliable or not, if it's a player that you know that he will not be there next season because you will not renew him, this is a player that you should not start anymore. It's not true that he was not good enough from the beginning of the season. Disaster. This season, he entered some game where you say, attenzione. But, no, I agree. On that one, I agree, Zaki. Thank you for your message, Zaki. Thank you. Anthony Schifano, I missed both of the game, but it can't be just Allegri. It's everyone. That's what I was saying. Intellectual, Sule and Ealing were the best players. Ealing was not 100% great, but much better than Kostic today. They responded so horribly to the early goal. Disaster. Mario, Serie B, better watch out what we are coming for your trophy next year. If that will be the case, I was already there. Probably you will have to experience what I did when I was younger, guys. Robert, when we were sent in Serie B, we had the players to come back stronger. Today, I am worried. Colin Win. Attenzione, because first we have a message from Punsara, 3 months on the channel. Never give up on this logo. Fino alla fine, Forza Juve. You have a lot of different supporters. You have the one that are believing until the end, whatever happens. You have the people that are against whatever happens. You have the people in balance. None of you are right. None of you are wrong. it's a different way of living the club, of being passionate. The anger in a post game is understandable. It's hard. It's really hard. This is the thing that I can tell you. It is really hard for all of us. It's really hard. Thank you, Punzara. Fino alla fine, 2 months with us. Grande fino alla fine. Give a chance to improve our in a new situation. Give a chance to improve. We are in a new situation. Well, fino alla fine, thank you for 2 months with us. Give a chance. The problem is that we are in February. Yeah? We are in February. And if there were some signs, they got away. You remember one fear I had? Tell me, people that are always there on the channel. I told you my biggest fear. My biggest fear was in the 8 wins in a row. My biggest fear was what will happen when we will concede first. How will we be able to react? Well, you wanna make it simple? Except of the Atalanta game that we have to isolate, unfortunately. That grinta comeback of Atalanta. Except of that game, we are a team that when we concede, there is no way that we are living, that we are back. It's a disaster, total disaster. Colin Wayne Beppe, it's time Juve become the forward-thinking team in terms of management as well. Yes, we have next gen, but we need younger minds in management. Well, younger minds doesn't mean age. Mind, whatever and how, whatever age you are, it's a mind. It's a way of thinking. Juventus has always been trying to think about the future. Trying to do something that other teams were not doing. Speaking about merchandising, taking over from Adidas, controlling it. Off the field, they did a lot of great initiatives. Today we were there in contact with our Indonesian people, with David's legend, forming a legend club and so on to represent the team around the world. So a lot of good things were done as well in terms of innovative ideas and so on. On the other side, we went back to a coach that is more conservative. Juventus, they changed Allegri. Don't forget that. Never forget that. We changed while he was winning. And we went back. And we went back. We went back to Max. Again, I respect 100% Max. I understand it, and I want to say thank you, because it's easy to speak. It's easy to speak out. I would love to see 3 people from the 361, 3 people able to manage the situation we are in with the team that we have, because we are all here to say Alexander is not good, De Sciglio is not good, Quadrado is not good, McKennie is not good, Vlahovic is overrated, Miretti is not good. We're all here to say it. Kostic is not cutting in. Bremer shaking in a four-man defense. Not alert since 2023 and committing a lot of mistakes. It's a team that is not 100% good. Badly built? Yes. Not strong enough? Yes. Mistakes of the coach? Yes. Bad luck? Sometimes yes. Today again, fantastic Di Gregorio. But we don't deserve to win today. Thank you, Colin. Grande Colin. Let me check if we have other golf. We have only Locatelli, who has a defensive midfielder role. Others can't recuperate the ball. No grinta, no pressure. Well, Locatelli as well. Sometimes people are throwing tomatoes at him, saying boo, boo, out. Locatelli, really bad. Then today is the only good one. We totally got the Paredes Rovella. Yeah, also, I agree. Then, the big question also is, would Rovella have performed like this with Juventus? We will never know. We will never know. But I 100% agree with that. Why? Because you go in paying a salary of 7.5 to Paredes, while you have a free player at home that is costing you 0. You have already a Locatelli there. So I 100%. This is a big mistake we did. QPR, arrest Allegri. Thank you for the donation, QPR. Abai, the starting 11 sends a message of passivity and defensiveness to the player. I agree. We have to be able to play back 4 and to outscore opponents at times. I agree, Abai. I agree. But I'll tell you, all these goalkeepers turns up against Juve. That has always been like that. But on the other side, if you have 8 shots on target and you're not able to score one, there is a problem. I'm really curious. Who touched most balls today? I'm really curious. I don't know. Who's the player with most balls touched today from Juve? Danilo. Danilo, that was bad, huh? 83. Armando Izzo from Monza, 83. 71, Gatti. 62, Di Maria, sorry. 62 Di Maria. Rabiot 56. Locatelli only 43. But he entered in the second half. So I forgot that. Soulé. Look where Soulé is. He entered in second half, 34. He's quite high in the ranking. Huh? Where is Paredes? Paredes, 33. Absolutely not enough. Absolutely not enough, Paredes. But Michael, look, why are we playing with 3-man defense? Because also with 4 we are a disaster. This is why. A lot of people were asking 4-man defense, 4-man defense, 4-man defense, 4-man defense. 4-man defense is impossible. We are bad, guys. Honestly. Okay, give me, all of you, tell me, 4-man defense. What is your 4-man defense? Tell me in the chat now. Tell me, who is your 4-man defense? I want to read them. I'm really curious to see. Then I will read the message of Marco Meola. Izzo, disgusting player. Yeah, he is. I was excited about Paredes signing, but I'm always excited about new players. If you're watching the channel, Aussie, if you watch the channel, I have always been against Paredes. I never wanted Paredes at Juventus. Never. You can go back in all the videos. Every time when we missed Paredes, I was relieved. Then, if he comes, if he is the one where we're suffering this summer with Locatelli, that started really bad. If he is the one that we believe in, that can bring some geometry there and so on, then you got excited. Like we were when Milik arrived, when he signed, when we are for Kostic, when we are for Pogba. You know it, my philosophy. From the moment that the player is signed, we give a chance, and I will support them. Like today, I don't want Zaniolo at all, but if he joins tomorrow, which will not happen, of course, if he joins tomorrow, I will support Zaniolo. But today, I don't want Zaniolo. And I will be super happy about Zaniolo. I forgot BT. Guys, how is it possible I don't see BT here? BT with a donation. Can I see BT first? And then I will read your... Nobody's answering the four-man defense. Not a lot of people, huh? Four-man defense. Where is BT? I missed BT. No, I can't pin it. Why? It has been taken away. But I saw BT with a donation, with a super sticker, and the message has disappeared. But anyway, thank you, BT, because I saw it really fast. So thank you for this. So, who are your four-man defense, guys? Danilo, Bonucci, Bremer, Alexander. Okay. Danilo, yeah. Bonucci is not there. Bonucci is not there. Kostic, yeah, okay. Aldo. We absolutely cannot play four-man defense. We have zero wing back. Zero. People are... Next season, we will promote Dutch guy Huijsen. He's already playing a lot with he's playing with the under-23 and he's training with the first team, Huijsen. We have zero fullback that can play in a four-man defense. We need fullback. You see, guys. You see. Can't the player develop during this season? Is Bremer bad in a four-back forever? No. He needs to. We tried and he had difficulties. Go back and watch Sampdoria Juve, second game of the season. Go back and watch it. We need to stay with a back three. But it's okay. I saw it. Thank you, BT. First time with a donation on the channel, but still a big loyal member of the channel. I try to understand that, but it's easy. Yeah? Now what I am asking, we are 345 people, and I don't see a four-man defense. Havard, De Sciglio, Bremer, Bonucci, Quadrato. Bonucci was not there. De Sciglio has not been there from all season. This is the first, and when he was there, we were playing four-man defense back then. Then he went injured. And Quadrado was not there. And Bremer cannot play at the moment in a four-man defense. If we play Danilo right back, then we have no center back. I try, yeah? Okay. Let's go with... let's go with another one that I see here. Iling, Bremer, Gatti, Danilo. Iling, and you saw it with my videos, has been tested in a four-man defense. Has been tested there. It has been tested there. I would love to, huh? Four-man defense. Ciao Beppe, regards from Juventus. Watch along with our legend, Edgar Davids. Too bad we lost the game. Hey, you know that for the people from Indonesia, I invited, but I need to plan a day, but I invited someone there, a friend from me, Andar Sofyan, to be on the channel to speak about the experience. I wanted to have a bit of joy, but unfortunately, we will speak about the village, about Juventini. The winter would have even been better. How did Gatti play in Serie B? 3-man, 4-man. He played with a 4-man, and sometimes 3-man. He played both. De Sciglio, Rugani, Bremer, Danilo. You know what you see what we are speaking about, guys. De Sciglio, Rugani, Bremer, Danilo. Danilo playing as a left back. No, probably you put that De Sciglio as a left back. De Sciglio, Danilo, Bremer, Rugani. Some is saying I'm not sure I'm following now. Wanted Lazio to lose today, but then I thought to myself, who cares? I didn't watch a single game of Serie A until now, and I will continue like this because I'm pissed off. By the way, they are winning. They are winning with a goal of who scored. I'm trying to check. Hey, they scored immediately. But I don't see who. Why? Casale. Who's that guy? Twitter. What is Twitter? Yeah, Ron is going with old memories. Scirea. Chiellini, Cannavaro, Steiner. Wait, because I received a nice message here from Marco. Marco said, Beppe, how do we stay positive in this moment? It's hard. It's really hard. It's really hard. If there was a way after Atalanta to stay positive, it's hard. Now today there is nothing. Today it's really hard. I don't know how to. I don't know how to stay positive now, guys. We have to, huh? You have to. But there is there is not a lot of things to be positive about, huh? Bye. Not that four-man defense is always better, but at least for today, when the wingbacks will give nothing. But today I would have gone with a four-man defense. If you, guys, look, today I would have gone with a four-man defense. With the lineup that we start, you have to go, if you are obliged to play De Sciglio, you play with a four-man defense today. With Danilo on the left. Or no, you play with De Sciglio on the left. De Sciglio on the left. Probably didn't want to put De Sciglio on the left for one reason, because he was not informed and Kostic was not informed. But maybe it would have helped. De Sciglio. Look, I will show you. I will try to show you. Don't know if it's possible or not. Let me try to show you. With the man that we had, huh? With the man that we had. Wait. Okay, with the man that we had, that were playing, he was not. Fagioli, McKennie's not there anymore. Miretti, Ealing Jr., Sule were not there on the field in the beginning of the game. Let's put Szczesny into the goal. Okay. After the first difficulty, immediately, you play like this. You play like this. Four men. You have, where is Kostic? There. Wait, guys. Kostic, you play him here. Okay. Guys, how do we play? How do we play? We play with 1, 2, 3. You play De Sciglio here, Kostic here, Paredes, Rabiot. And this is how we start the lineup, okay? What is happening? Kostic is dead. Kostic is dead. So Kostic is coming here. De Sciglio never played this season. He's coming here. Okay? Paredes is here. Rabiot is staying here. Fagioli centrally. Why centrally? Because Di Maria is not receiving any ball, so Di Maria is actually coming here. And you isolate Moiskin. This is how we play today. What is happening here? Monza is going full power, up, 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 up. If today we see that this is a difficulty, because normally the idea is to play like this, okay? Is to play like this, with probably here Rabiot a bit more pushing. So if this is the idea, okay, maybe even if De Sciglio is a bit here, why not? But if you see that you are here, what do? You change immediately without even changing men. Without even changing men. You play here. In the first half, I'm speaking. 4-3-3. Why? Because Kostic, he will have the opportunity to stay a bit more up. He doesn't have to do everything because he's really tired and you play him. Di Maria, he can play wherever he wants. If you want to, you can even protect Di Maria with Fagioli here. Fagioli going a bit more up, Rabiot going a bit more down. You can play like this, and Di Maria can go wherever he wants to. And De Sciglio, that is also not super tired, he doesn't have to go up and down. He stays here, and you have a 4-man defense. If today you really see that it's really difficult, you switch on that one. We waited too long. In first half, you can go easily on that one. Easily on that one. And we didn't do it. We had to wait the half time to change. What does that mean? That the team, they don't understand. A fast switch, they are not able to do it. Coach and team, they are not able to do it. We take one match at a time. Even when winning, we must stay alert. Beppe, can you tell us why Barbieri isn't getting any chance at the time? I can tell you that he's doing really well with the young kids. I don't know if he's ready for the first team. From the moment that he will play with the first team, I will be able to tell you yes or no if he's a great coach. He's good enough. Yeah, but I was speaking with the men that we had, Sam. I was speaking with the men that we had. Well said about changing in the first half. I had Samuel thought Mattia De Sciglio give us a chance with changing. I don't know why we didn't do that. With the same way, man, without changing. You change in that formation. Then second half, you adapt. Because the second half, how are we going to play? I show you. What we changed, Paredes out. Kostic out, he was dead. Fagioli out. You play with Sule, Locatelli, and actually you play like this. Look. 4-man defense, but there was a mistake. I will explain you what was the mistake in the beginning. Up, 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 and who is missing? Ealing. Where is Ealing? And I will tell you what's happening in the mind of Max Allegri. Okay, we start like this, okay? Where is De Sciglio? Hey, De Sciglio, he doesn't even want to stay here with me. De Sciglio, he doesn't want to play, apparently. Where is De Sciglio? De Sciglio! Here he is. Here. Okay. What is the mistake here? Because we played with Ealing Jr., we wanted to protect him with Danilo. While we know that De Sciglio has been better last year with us on the left side. Then at a certain moment he's changing. But too late. But anyway, that lineup in the second half is a lot different. It's a lot different. But we start like this. Look, we start like this. And the ball is going to Sule. Sule is making some... no, actually it's like this. Wait, Rabiot and Locatelli. Soulé is really playing a lot here on that side of the field. From the moment, I don't know if you saw it or not, from the moment that he's changing the Sciglio with Danilo, from that moment on, the ball is not going anymore to Soulé, it's going on the other side. The Sciglio is dead, Eating Junior is obliged to go back. Today, according to me, big mistakes from Max. Today, big mistakes from Max. You know it, huh? Then people, you love Max, you hate Max, you're a hater, you're a lover. I don't care about, you know who I love? I love my wife, I love my son. That's who I love. I love my wife, I love my son. The rest, I don't care. If they are good, they are good. If they are bad, they are bad. Today we were bad. Then I'm not saying that 4-2-3-1 is the ultimate solution. I gave you my solution. Because the team is a mess. You can't play with a 4-man defense if you want to use your best player that you bought in the summer, Bremer. You have no fullbacks, and you have a problem there. If you play with a 3-man defense, you have no wing backs, or right wing, left wing. I didn't mention the name of Punsara. What is happening? Punsara, 3 months with it. But yes, I did. Of course I did, Punsara. Never give up on this logo. Fino alla fine forza Juve. Yeah, of course I did. If I love you, that's your message. I love, of course, I love you. I love all of you. That clutch is continuing to say Twitter, Twitter, Twitter. What do you want with Twitter? Another shit. Milik, muscular problem, right leg. We will miss him. Disaster. One comes in, the other goes out. Disaster. I was saying to Romeo Agresti. I will finish with one thing, guys. Then we will stop. I will spend a bit of time with my family. I don't know why people, they believe that after today we will sack Max Allegri. I really don't understand. I don't understand. For a lot of reasons, huh? Did he do mistakes? Yes, he did mistakes. Yeah, he's one to blame today. But I don't understand, guys. He has been clearly, publicly appointed until the end of the season. He is the one that is taking care of the team. Point. Punto. It is that. Then if you are able to find me a coach that wants to come at Juve tomorrow, when you are in a financial situation that is dramatic, where you don't even know if you will be in second division next year, amen. Tell me, Tell me. But Tarek, you know that I never read the post-game interview of Max Allegri. Never. The day after I read, but I told you so many times. People that continue to read them, I don't know what you like. Guys, post-game interview in moments like that when you're losing 2-0 versus Monza, don't read them. Veritas, I don't understand how a person can still remain sane 2 seasons like this. Only Meteor Crush didn't hit us, Beppe. It's hard, huh? But this is, guys, this is football. This is first division. You make mistakes, you are punished. You can't win every time. Ragazzi, we see each other maybe this evening, a bit more calmer, maybe this night, midnight, something like that. If not, it's tomorrow. Buonasera Michael Raso, Starboy, Muhammad Juventus, fino alla fine 1897, ciao grande. Ciao to all of you. Ciao Martin Sidlecki, sacking Max won't solve anything. I don't believe neither. I really don't believe. Ciao Tarik, ciao Thomas Makluf, ciao to everyone. Ooh, on the line, on the stripes. 9 months for David. I've been supporting this team since 1996. To be honest, it's the hardest time I have ever seen. Better times will come. Stick together, Juventini. I have supported Juve since even a bit earlier. It's one of the hardest time. I agree. Ciao a tutti. Hey! What do you want?